Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a realization that I had recently. So like I mentioned, the whole time that I've been in college, I was studying electrical engineering and I hated it. It made me miserable, and I was thinking back on it and I just realized how much of my life I was living for other people, if that makes sense. I was going to school full-time, full schedule, full course load for 4 years taking engineering, and I hated it. It's never something I wanted to do. I never even knew about engineers until I got into engineering, and all of that was for my mother. It was never like, it wasn't for me. I hated it. And then when I stopped going to school for the past year, even though I was home and I should have a lot of free time to myself, I didn't, because throughout the year off from school, my grandmother had 2 eye surgeries, and during that time, like, I was home and I wasn't working and I wasn't at school and I had the car, so I was the one dealing with her, like a lot of her doctor visits, picking up her medications, making sure that she was taking the medications and the eye drops on time, making sure that she was eating on a regular basis. I took a lot of that load, and so even when I should have had a lot of free time to myself, I didn't. I was dedicating my time to someone else. And this video is not me saying I regret doing certain things for my family, but I regret living my life off of somebody else's expectations or wants for my life. So I'm just, the revelation, or like, not the revelation, but the epiphany I had was that sometimes you need to learn to be selfish. And it sounds so stupid, like, learn to be selfish, like what? Like, nobody, like, people don't like being classified as selfish, and I understand that, but there are just certain times in your life that you need to be like selfish. You need to live for yourself, and I haven't been doing that. I've been living a lot, like the majority of my life, off of what other people want for me, or where other people want me to go, how other people see my future happening, and it's only ever made me miserable. The only reason I was doing engineering was because that's what my mother wanted me to do. That's where she wanted my life to go, and it made me miserable. I started working because I know I needed money, like everybody needs money, but it's something else that my family wanted me to do, to get me out of the house, to be active, to like do something, and I hate my job. It makes me miserable. And just a lot of the things, like places I want to travel, and people are like, no, you shouldn't travel there because this. And when it comes to my family, I tend to trust them blindly. Like, I don't need you to explain why you feel a certain way or why you need something from me. When it comes to family or really, really close friends, I trust them blindly. I don't need the explanation. I just trust you. If this is what you need, if this is what you think is best, then I trust you. And that hasn't really worked out too well for me. So I've just, like, I'm on this road of learning to better appreciate myself, to give myself what I want and what I need, and focus less on what other people think I want or I need. So that's where this whole idea of learning to be selfish comes from. The past 5 years of my life, I honestly felt like I've been a waste, because I was doing things for other people, and now, like, I have a clear enough mind to think, and I'm ready to do things that I know will make me happy, and that's just how my life should be. So as of this exact moment, I've decided that I am going back to school to study Spanish education, which is what I wanted to study in the first place. That is going to be happening. The second thing is that I'm going to be quitting my job. Probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I will be quitting my job. I'm not going back. It's not fulfilling. It's not satisfying. At least not like how it used to be. Like, it's just lost its luster to me, and I can't be in that kind of environment. It's some of the people that I work with are just, I don't want to call people leeches, but that's literally what they feel like. They suck the air and the joy out of the job, and I just can't be around those sort of toxic-y feeling people. So I made the decision that I am going to quit. I am going to leave my job, go back to school full-time to take up engineering, and I am going to be taking some trips this year, next year, next year for sure, because I want to travel. It's something that I want to do. It's something that will make me happy, and I want to see new things and new places, and I want to explore some more. And being trapped in a job that I'm growing to despise, and studying electrical engineering, they just make me miserable and they make me question why I even bother. Like, that's how I started to feel nearing the end of my time in school with engineering. I just, like, I lost the ability to want to care. Like, I couldn't even fake or like pretend like I care. I couldn't do it. So that's why I ended up stopping. But now I'm ready to go back into what it is that I want to study full time and get my degree, and I'm planning on doing that in 2 years maximum. So I'm going full speed ahead with school. I'm going to take some trips. I am leaving my job. I just want to focus on things that are going to make me happy, and that at the end of the day I'm going to feel like I lived my life for myself. Like, that's all I want, to feel like I've lived the life I wanted to live, and I lived happily and I lived humbly. So this is just like to anybody out there that may be feeling the same, like you're not living for yourself. So if that's how you feel, then like this is for you, because I feel like, especially with me being an only child, all of my mother's like wants and expectations and everything that she had for herself accumulated, and then she just sort of forced them on me. She forced all of her expectations on me, and like now I feel as if I'm drowning in somebody else's wants for my life, and just coming to the point of being selfish with my life, like with my person. I've reached that point of where I want to be me. I'm going to be me. I'm going to do what makes me happy, and I'm going to take everybody else's wants and advice and just everything that anybody else has to say. I'm going to take it with a grain of salt. If I decide to follow it, then that's my decision to follow anybody else's word. So yeah guys, I just wanted to like tell you guys a bit about this little like mind situation that I'm in, especially since after my last life update where I was just saying how I felt lost and I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know what would come next for me. I was really just floating, and now I feel like I'm getting a bit more grounded. So this is where I'm at right now, learning to be selfish, and it's not a bad thing all the time. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.